Okay, guys, I got Levi here from Fire Token, and he had a crazy launch yesterday. In fact, your launch was so crazy. Your token went to like 50 cents almost,
Yeah.
40 cents or something.
Yeah, right off the
Uh,
hop. That was insane.
yeah, like you did. Oh my God, I went up like 7x, some crazy number, and then got right back down.
Yeah.
So that brought some tax revenues in for you. So we want to talk to Levi. If you guys have any questions, put it in the chat. We want to see what the future of Fire Token is. He has a vision for it, and I'm excited to have Levi here. So how are you doing overall?
Oh man, I'm really excited. I'm super happy. I think like everyone who's in the Fire Token community at this moment is super happy too because they understand like we're here long term and this is going to be a really fun project. This is the most excited I've ever been for anything in a very very long time. So nothing but
Okay.
smile.
How did you think the launch went overall? Because it seemed pretty smooth. You know, some tokens I guess didn't go out correctly to some people, and you fixed it later on. But how was it overall?
Yeah. So like I guess we did the airdrop in a couple different batches, and we're going to be doing the final batch today. Some people who hold USDC and contributed with Ethereum on the pre-sale, they're going to be getting theirs today. And then there was a couple of people that contributed to the pre-sale very, very late, like right before we launched, essentially. And we're going to make sure they get their tokens today.
Okay.
But yeah, overall, like everyone else, they'll have their fire token at this time, and yeah, it's awesome. Like it was overall just an insane time and experience. It's the first day of a launch is just you're everywhere at once, you know, like there's so many things going on. There's a million messages. Everyone's like, oh my God, this is crazy. So it was exciting. It was a fun time.
Awesome. There's a lot of big news too to share with everyone. I don't know if you shared people, but you told me before we came on air, and you told me that you've already bought the miners and the generator. Have
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have you shared that with the community yet, or no?
Not yet. So this is the
Oh,
first time. Yeah, I'll
okay.
be making a video today as well talking about that. But yeah, we bought 83 miners, the S19J Plus Pro Ant miners. And those are going to be getting ready to get shipped very, very soon. We're going to be setting that up with our new facility that was just purchased as well. So yeah, that's going to be absolutely amazing. They're going to produce incredible rewards. Those are really good miners for anyone who's savvy in that area. I'm so excited for that.
So you bought 83 miners, which is quite a bit. That's a big operation, and you bought a generator.
Yeah.
From the conversation we had, this cost well over what you even raised, because it was like well over $300,000. That's why it's so much. How were you able to get so much going so fast?
Yeah, good question. So we're financing part of everything, and we built that into our monthly expenditure.
Okay.
So all in, we still have like a really huge profit margin monthly. Each miner is going to be generating at current Bitcoin prices about $300 a month. So you just multiply that by the amount of miners, and you'll see that we're going to be producing a pretty hefty amount of rewards at the current prices. And well, if Bitcoin flies off the handle with the Bitcoin halving, things will be quite a bit more crazy. So yeah, I'm just kind of keeping a close eye on Bitcoin because it's been going everywhere lately. We've been getting some pretty crazy price jumps.
So, from the conversation I have with you, what you're trying to do is really interesting here. I don't think a lot of people understand Fire the token, but what Levi is trying to do, if I can recap the conversation we had, is he's trying to get the tax revenue going so that he can buy another one of these generators and another 83 miners. So right now, this facility that you have is going to generate about anywhere between $25,000 and $30,000 a month in income. But he's like, I want to get more tax revenues or whatever, grow Fire token ecosystem and get another one, because all he needs is what, another like $150,000, $160,000 to buy and finance another one, right? So then you
Yep.
can make 50,000 and then 70,000 and then 80,000 a month. So you're trying to grow on top of this. Is that kind of what I'm understanding correct?
100%. Yeah. Essentially, like our plan now is to get this operation up and running fully, start issuing the rewards, and have our holders, you know, see just how much they'll be making through the Fire token. And after that, yeah, we want to do more raises. We want to do this more because the limit of what we can do here is insane. Like there really is no limit. We can set up as many generators as we want, get as many Bitcoin miners as we want, and yeah, I mean with the Bitcoin halving coming, I think that this could be a really big thing. This could be like the next really big Bitcoin mining operation that everyone benefits from in some way or another.
And
And
you, Mhm.
oh, yeah, and we're also like exploring options of mining other cryptocurrencies too. Like a lot of people in the community were saying Caspa, is an amazing opportunity and something it's worthwhile to look into. So, we can have a separate raise set for Caspa miners where we can have a same kind of ordeal going in, and we have NFTs that are Caspa, NFTs that are for Bitcoin, and they issue different rewards based on what you're holding. So we have many different things that we have on the works here, and yeah, we just first mission right now is just to get those rewards flowing. But once we're there, yeah, we think we can raise a lot more and issue a lot more rewards to everyone who's wanting to be part of the operation.
Do we know the returns on Casper miners? Does anyone in your community know that?
So right now I'm looking into like the cost of the actual miners and which ones are the best. And I'll be able to figure out what the rewards will look like after that in terms of like what the cost to reward ratio is. But from everything that I'm seeing, the Caspa miners can issue, about 1.5x the amount of rewards that Bitcoin miners will. It's just, of course, it's a smaller asset, so it's a little bit more risky. But overall, if people have the appetite to do that, they'll have the choice to get into that pre-sale for those miners if they want to, or not. If they want to continue staying in Bitcoin and Fire Token, that's going to be an option too at that time. So, yeah,
And then
higher risk, higher reward.
if you generate enough taxes, could you just possibly go get a Casper, what do you call, a miner set up too, if your community wanted it? Like just from the taxes, like you don't even have to do anything, right? Like
Yeah.
you don't even have to do another raise. Like another raise could be something else, but this one you could add on to the Fire Token ecosystem like that too. Is that a possibility?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and we'll definitely have plenty of community discussions about that. Like my main goal with all the taxes that we have on our token is just to get more miners, whether that's Caspa miners, Bitcoin miners. We just want to scale this operation up, and we want to produce as much as possible and reward the people that are holding, right? And the best way to do that is be like, okay, we'll take the money from people that are selling, we'll buy more miners, we'll issue more rewards for everyone who's part of this, and everyone's happy.
Got it. As far as the whole paying back in Luna tokens and stuff like that, is there going to be a choice in the future to pay them out in, let's say, Bitcoin, if that's what I wanted? Is there a possibility in that?
Yeah. No, this is a question that we're getting so much, and absolutely, I really want to do that. I think that forcing everyone to take rewards in Luna Classic isn't very scalable. Like Luna Classic's an amazing community, but that's not what everybody wants if they're getting into a Bitcoin mining operation. So we want to make it an option. If you want to withdraw your rewards in Bitcoin in Luna Classic, that'll be an option for whoever on the website, right? So definitely. I think that if we do offer rewards in Bitcoin, it will really open up a lot of doors. A lot more whales will look at the project and be like, "Oh yeah, this is perfect." Maybe I'm not super interested in Luna Classic, but pretty much everyone is interested in Bitcoin. A lot of people are interested in Caspa, for example. So we just want to open as many doors as possible, essentially. And yeah, that's definitely going to be something we're going to be doing.
When I look at your project, I go to myself, the price really on your project doesn't really matter, because it's reflective of what the rewards will be, like more of a passive income play. So like, I think what's going to happen is once the rewards start coming, the price is going to do its thing, but I don't think it really matters. Yeah, it's probably going to go up and down like crazy. It's going to swing up and down. Was that kind of your idea, to let it swing up and down so you get more tax revenues? Is that kind of okay?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I want the price to be super volatile and catch a lot of eyes in the early stages, especially because everyone who's here for the long term understands, and everyone who's here for the right reasons understands that every single buy and sell transaction goes towards scaling the operation. And if we can generate more volume because people see massive pumps and massive buying opportunities when the price goes down, then that's perfect, right? And you'll notice everyone in the community, in the Telegram, all that, they look at that and they're like, yeah, this is great. This is exciting. This is awesome, because they understand, like, I'm just here because I want to collect my monthly rewards. That's really it. So they don't care about the price. But a lot of people do look at the price, and they'll see Fire Token flying around with lots of volume, and they'll be like, what is this project? And that's what we're hoping to. We want to attract new people that way.
So in the future, you're going to do the payouts. Well, right now the payouts are going to be in Luna Classic, but the payouts could become BTC, because that's actually pretty exciting, because I would like that a lot myself. Okay.
100%. Yeah.
Okay. as far as building out the ecosystem of the Fire token, like or do you have any plans as far as that goes? Is there any things that you're looking at as far as building out that ecosystem?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think like for now we want to keep it simple. We want to make sure that operations are running smoothly. So number one, just miners set up producing rewards. After we have like a couple months of solid rewards, great. In the meantime, before the miners are set up, what I'm going to be aiming to do is getting listings on like CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap, just so we have more visibility. So that's what the next couple of months is going to really be based around. It's just visibility, getting on the important platforms that people use a lot, and building excitement on Twitter and raising awareness about what we're doing on YouTube. And once the rewards start issuing, and we're now walking the talk, then we'll start talking more seriously about like actual developments in terms of like what that's going to look like in the future. I'm going to be looking at all the other like mining potentials like Haspa and others, and seeing, asking the community what they think. And then we'll either do another race for Bitcoin miners, or we'll do another race for another cryptocurrency that potentially will yield even more insane rewards at that time. But yeah, in the meantime, it's marketing, right? It's visibility.
Absolutely. We've got a question here by Chauncey. Do we have an estimate when will miners start mining? Weeks or months?
Yeah, so like I would say, just to be conservative, I'd say about like 2 to 3 months should be like a rough timeline on when we can expect them to start producing rewards. It is possible for it to be sooner than that, but I just don't want to give you guys like, oh yeah, it's going to be in 2 weeks and then it takes 2 months. So we'll say like 2 to 3 months is what we're looking at right now, and that's when a lot of people will start seeing rewards. Yeah.
And then you've already purchased all the equipment. It's done. Right?
Yeah.
Like you're like, hey, I'm going. I mean, you did it even before launch, which is really impressive. A lot of projects wait until after launch, and you're like, boom. So I really like the fact that you're just like, boom, boom, boom. I gotta get going. So I think you can see that Levi is just rocking and rolling right now.
Absolutely.
Is there going to be any buybacks of the Fire token?
Yeah.
Could there be?
Yeah, that's definitely something we're considering with the taxes. We could do like a buyback, build up some nice volume, have the charts go a little crazy, do things like that every once in a while. I know like other large projects like to do that sometimes, like BNB will do that. They'll do buybacks and burns every once in a while for community excitement, and LUNC Classic does that too. That's definitely something I want to do every once in a while. We'll have like some kind of fun community event around it, and I'll do a nice little buyback. We'll see the charts go a little green for a day. Everyone can rejoice, be happy. So that's definitely something we're wanting to do. Yeah.
What I found was interesting was it didn't take very much to send your token up to 49 or 50 cents. It literally did a 7x on like, I don't even know how much money, but maybe like 30 or 40 grand. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. That was like right on launch. Yeah. We had like 8 buys instantaneously, and then next thing you know, whoop, and like it's up to 50 cents, yeah.
To me, guys, the price on the Fire token is almost meaningless, because like literally you can get like a lot of excitement or something going on with this project, and it can just go woo, because that's the way the project's set up. It's made for passive income. Most of the money has been invested in these miners and generators, and Levi is going to keep adding to it. You're sitting there for passive income, but everyone else is trying to play this chart. That just means more generators and miners that he can buy for you guys later. So you got to decide what side you're on, I guess, right? You can trade it, or you can sit chill. Like, I don't know. What do you tell people? What are you trying to tell people in your community? Because there's really no project like this. What are you going to tell them?
Yeah, that's a good question. And some people were asking about that in the chat, because we had both, right? We had people, who were excited to get their tokens right away, and they just wanted to sell because there was a good opportunity just to make some money off of pre-sale. And like I told them, yeah, like that's your right, free market, sell. We collect those taxes. The long-term holders are happy, because then that means they get more Bitcoin miners long-term. And most people in the community, they're just like, yeah, I'm just happy to hold. I don't care what the price is at all. I don't care if it's 6 cents, 7 cents, 10 cents, 50 cents, right? That doesn't matter to me. All that matters is that I have a passive income stream now, and I could just continue accumulating that bag. And there's a lot we can do with that too, right? Like, we'll give people options to compound that over time if they want to just continue buy back Fire tokens, as they're like getting their rewards. So there's so much that's going to be happening there. But yeah, I guess in short, no matter what people want to do, whether they want to trade and make a quick buck because of the crazy swings or if they want to hold long term, I'm fully supportive of it. I've always been super supportive of free and open markets and whatever people really want to do.
Got it. And then besides this, besides adding more miners in the ecosystem, doing some buybacks, is there anything else that you have planned? Maybe you haven't told the community. Yeah, and somebody said to the moon. Yeah, this is one of the few tokens with not a lot can go to the moon. Like you said.
Yeah, that's one of the things with like lower liquidity projects like this. Like,
I mean, he put most of the money into the miners and the generators. So you guys got to understand, like he took literally most of the money and put it in a mining and generating to create passive income. So this is a really great sustainable project. Now you have a token that's just going like
it's all over the place.
It's going to be all over the place.
Yeah.
So is there anything else you haven't told us about it? You want to tell people about the project?
Yeah, I mean, the only other thing is like NFTs. I think like along with every pre-sale that we do, we'll most likely have NFTs that'll be a part of that as well. So like, for example, we'll have like our Fire token Bitcoin NFTs. And if we do Caspa, we'll have, you know, a Caspa raise with Caspa NFTs. I always want to reward people that are contributing early on with something extra. And that'll most likely always be NFTs. And we haven't deployed the NFTs yet. Many people were asking about that. That'll be closer to when the operation's actually live because there's not much use for them until then.
Got it.
And yeah, I'm super excited about the NFTs too, because that's going to be a whole other component of the project, and people are going to speculate and trade on the NFTs as well. And you know, we'll have those on a marketplace that'll generate, you know, a little bit of a royalty on every single trade, small royalty. So that'll be a whole other avenue, I guess, for Fire token long term. Yeah, it's exciting for sure.
Well, the NFT is actually interesting because not everyone's going to get an NFT. It's only if you had contributed $1,000. So those people are going to get some crazy rewards.
Yeah.
Like, those NFTs could end up being worth what people put in. If they put in $1,000, they might be worth $1,000. We don't know.
Yeah.
Because the proportion of people that put $1,000, I don't know if you have that number yet, but I can't imagine it from what I've seen being more than like 60 or 70%. So those people are going to get some crazy, really crazy rewards.
Yeah. All I can say right now with how many NFTs are minted compared to how much was contributed total, like because the NFT holders are getting 50% of the overall Bitcoin rewards that are being issued back to holders, like that number is going to be very sizable. And yeah, those NFTs I think will become extremely valuable because of that. Because they're like the NFTs actually have a value. Like most NFTs you see, like it's just like a little bit of a, you know, artwork meme type thing, unless it's in GameFi. That's a different story. But for the most part, yeah, most NFTs don't really have a value. And these ones will. They'll have like a massive value proposition for everyone who has it because they'll get some rewards based off of that. So yeah, they have a lot of potential, those NFTs.
Very true. Very true. For the most part, if you guys have any other questions, go ahead. Please like also and share this so other people in the Luna Classic and Bitcoin communities can see this. But if you guys have any other questions, otherwise, I have nothing else. You answered all my questions beautifully. Let me see. Is there anything else? Price predictions, we can't really talk about. Some people ask me to ask about price predictions, but can't really talk about it. But also, like, this token doesn't have enough liquidity, so it's just gonna bounce like crazy. And that's what it wants to do, because that's where you guys get all the tax revenues to buy more miners. That's what you want.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, keep an ait on it, because one morning you might wake up, it'll be 30 cents. You'll be like, oh, let me sell. And then maybe you want to buy it at a cheaper rate. And that's what it's made to do.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely. I one question I did get in the Telegram about liquidity. One guy was asking if we plan to like raise the amount of liquidity that we have available in the future just to make it less volatile as we like get more and more people involved in the project. Because yeah, I understand. Like, you know, like we, for example, have, you know, 10,000 holders instead of like, you know, 500, for example. It might make sense to have just a little bit more available. And that's something we will consider as we hit those benchmarks. We're just going to kind of look at it like how many current holders do we have, how much trading volume we have, and then we'll kind of adjust to the liquidity based off of that. And I have a bunch of people around me that are much smarter than me when it comes to these types of things. So I'll be consulting them every step of the way just to make sure that, you know, we're doing what's right for the project in that capacity. But yeah, I mean,
go ahead.
Oh yeah, no, sorry. You go ahead.
You have a little bit over 200 holders, so this is just a very new project. If you get to even 1,000 holders, the price is going to obviously be, I mean, significantly higher. So you would have to add more liquidity, because it'll go to $1 at that point.
Yeah,
the price will just go too crazy. So you're gonna have to, and I think what you're saying is correct. If you're seeing a lot more people buying in, you're gonna have to add more liquidity. I think that's more holders, more liquidity, so that the price doesn't go. It'll have to stabilize. This was an interesting question. I don't know what swap NGO is. Any way you can partner with swap NGO exchange? I don't know what that is.
Yeah, like we're open. Like I believe like Swap goes. It's a DEX. It's a DEX. Yeah. So like like DEXs. We're talking with some people cross chain that do cross chain type stuff as well. So yeah, we're going to be doing a bunch of those DEX type partnerships. When it comes to actual like centralized exchanges, we don't care too much about that because like centralized exchanges, generally they ask for a ton of funds that we could use that would be better for our community in terms of like getting Bitcoin miners or whatever. So I'm super open to DEXs though, because DEXs are pretty solid for the most part, especially the smaller ones and the newer ones. A lot have reached out to me already and they're like, hey, we'll offer you this, this, and that if you come onto our DEX. So to answer your question, yeah, we can partner with Swap and Go and many others. We're in the talks with a couple others already as well.
Is there DEXs, are they offering you like farm tokens like for rewards if you stake it or if you like make an LP? Is that what they're offering?
Yeah, that's one person that we're talking to. That's what they're essentially offering. It's like the LP farm. You guys can earn like rewards over here, and they even offered to help in different ways too and invest into Fire Token as well because they liked it. So I was like, yeah, why not? I mean, I'll definitely like to bring on these types of partnerships, people that actually like what we're doing, right? I'm just focusing on like the people that I guess see and like what Fire Token is, and just ignoring the rest. We're just in our own lane right now.
Got it. Oh, that's interesting. So you can actually make money in the future, maybe depending on what exchange you partner with to put, and that's another way to add liquidity. You guys would pair your Fire Token with, let's say, Bitcoin or ETH or whatever, and then you'd get rewards based on that. You get paid off of that. So then that'll add liquidity too. So that could be interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And we're even some people are wanting to go cross chain. A lot of people are asking that if we wanted to go onto like BNB and whatnot. And that's something we'll explore like potentially down the road. But yeah. Who knows what the future will hold at this time.
Do we know how many Fire Token NFTs there are?
Yeah, I need to double check that number. I do have it laying around somewhere. I will for Cliff Eaton. I'll probably be saying that in the YouTube video that I'll be putting out later today because I want to make sure people have that information. I just don't want to give you the wrong number now. But yeah, it's it's a good amount of NFTs, but they're going to be issuing pretty insane rewards. Yeah.
So those NFTs are going to be worth. So if you put in $1,000 and your $1,000 is probably, obviously when it went up, it was worth a lot more. Now it's about worth $1,000 again. Your NFT could be also worth $1,000. That's the crazy math of this project. It's
imagine putting in $1,000 and getting a $1,000 NFT, right? Like that's pretty insane. I think like one of our guys, they put in like 30,000, they'll have 30 NFTs. I'm gonna be talking to that guy quite a bit. Just when we have the Bitcoin mining live, I'm super curious to see what his rewards are gonna look like.
Oh, he's gonna make a fortune. I mean, if you put in 30,000, oh my god, yeah, he's already doubled his money. He doesn't even know it yet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's insane.
Okay, very cool, guys. Well, Levi, thank you for coming on. If you want Levi to come back, if you have other questions, if you want me to ask him other questions, he's always happy to come on, and he's going to be on his own channel later on today, and he's going to be giving you guys like updates about all the stuff. But we can do these AMAs every like month or two, anytime you have a big update. I want to get you back when the miners go live, because I think that could be really cool. Like when the miners go live and how much maybe rewards you guys get for the first week. So like everyone can see what it is. Cause I think that's going to be like your whole like catalyst to like, holy shit, this is like real. This is happening.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, definitely. We'll come back on at that time. Now, I always appreciate you taking me onto your channel, Dow King. If you guys are not subscribed here and you came in from my Twitter or the Fire Token Twitter or the Telegram, make sure you give him a subscription. He's an awesome guy. Talking a lot about ICP these days, and ICP's great. I love ICP. That's a great project.
ICP is really good. I mean, what was really cool was I actually was able to get most of my community in there around $3 to $3.50. So it's I mean, I haven't sold any. I mean, I'm like you. I'm like on the lunacy side, you know.
Yeah.
But ICP is great. Maybe you guys could do something on ICP too. You never know. It's such a unique project, ICP. You know,
Yeah.
like I don't think people know about very much about it.
Yeah, definitely. It's worth to look into. Now it's at what? Like it's over $12 now. It's $12.69. Yeah, that's insane.
$12. Yeah,
Wow,
my
$3 to $12 in like what, like the last few months here? That's
couple
crazy.
months. Yeah, my average is $3.65 on it, which is crazy. And now I'm like, oh, I should just kept buying. Like when it hit 5, I stopped buying, and I'm like, no, that was stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that too. I've made that mistake too many times, you know? You always kick yourself after. You're like, oh man.
Should have just bought it. Should have just closed my eyes.
Yeah. That's all in hindsight. You did really well. And I'm sure a lot of people that were, you know, in with you at that time did really well too. So that's awesome.
Yeah. We'll see. I think ICP is just getting started, so I think it's the start. Just like for you, I think this is a start for a Fire token that's just getting started, guys. This is brand new. This is, you know, it's only upside from here. So you know, best of luck to you, Levi, and then we'll talk to you in a few weeks. And you know, when those miners are live, it's going to be exciting times. Thank you for coming on.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Take care.
Take care.